What is poppin', peeps? It's the former president of the Fat Guy Alliance, the current president of the TBX 420 Club, your hero, your role model, the person you want to be like when you grow up. That TONY, the urban franchise, Tony Montana, is back, peeps, and I am hitting you guys up with a returning series from the TBX 420 Club. I was gonna give you guys a throwback, but I was like, why not bring it back? Random rants, peeps. And I know you guys have been waiting for it because there are so many things going on in the world that the old me would have already did like 50 rants on, and I may have on a couple stories. Let's get that liquid fuel. The Batman cowl's back. Welcome back. Good to be back. I'm glad to have you here. It's been a while. He's been with me. We are going to talk about a lot of stuff in this one, peeps. I don't know how long I'm going to go. I have all the time in the world. I run the show. I decide how long I can go. But there's something missing here. Hold on, give me a minute. Okay, now it feels like a random rant series. Now we are back. We are back. Now, peeps. Oh, this is the old Tony Montana. There's things I was not going to talk about. Now I kind of just like, wow. Shades, the hat back. The same hat. Scar Wars. Clockers Apparel. Go check them out, peeps. I am back. But their things have changed, though. We are a bigger brand. We are monetized. I'm sure you can see all the things in my little shop below. I'm sure you can give me a tip if you enjoyed this video, which I'm sure a lot of you will. But also, we have sponsors. So I'm going to start this episode off by thanking one of our sponsors, Shop Hermana Beauty. Go check them out on Instagram and Facebook. Fashion boutique for women. Very, very awesome clothes on there. Very sexy clothes. I'll go as far to say this is a random rant series. I go. If I had a girlfriend right now, I would be buying a lot from Shop Hermana Beauty. If I was in a relationship, the extra spending money I have for video games right now will be legit buying a lot from Shop Hermana Beauty for who I'm with, because trust me, when I see some of the things on there, I was like, damn, I wish I had someone to wear that for me. So, stay tuned. Hopefully. Fingers crossed, peeps. But yeah, Shop Hermana Beauty, go check them out. Very awesome boutique. Ladies, a lot of amazing options for you. I'll have the link down in the description below. And you guys, I've been saying this, the name's been up there, so you memorized it. Now, let's get into this random rant, peeps. It's been a while. Where am I going to start? What am I going to talk about? There's so much going on in the world right now. But I think there's one thing out of everything that's gone on that stands out beyond everything else. Now, I've talked to you guys about finishing my story. But there was somebody else who's been finishing their story a little bit longer than I got to the point where I started to finish mine. And I'm sure more of you know about this person. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes finally finished his story at night 2 of WrestleMania. If you see my review, if you haven't, go check it out. It was an amazing, emotional night. It was just one of those nights where I just said, I love professional wrestling. Michael Cole said it best. And it's legit how I felt. This has been a saga we've been following for 2 years. Maybe other places they would have did it in one, but we're in the Triple H era, the Paul Levesque era, and he's really good at storytelling, and we got to enjoy this. Yes, you guys are kind of good at some of the old school fans are like, what the hell? You're usually bad at these things. What's going on? Hey. Bear with me, guys. I have a more positive channel. I have a more positive more zen outlook on life. I'm in a very good place, unlike I was in the original channel. But you guys will get some of that. I will have something for you at the end. Stay tuned. Stick out for it. But yeah, the story was finally ended, and it was inspired me. Inspired me. Maybe it's time to end my story. Maybe it's time to finish my story. I kind of tried. I was going to do a series on it. I actually got in a relationship that ended on New Year's. I don't know if it worked out. I know why it didn't work out. Because I went into it knowing what I want. And I wasn't pursuing what I wanted. I was pursuing what was easy. Peeps. That changes. I've always been the good, chill, passive dude, just chilling, enjoying the moment, just liking the vibe wherever I go. Bringing good vibes, good vibrations, good times. Always leaving smiles on pretty girls' faces. But there comes a time in a man's life where he got to look at himself. He got to look at himself and realize, yes, you are special. You have a gift. You have the energy. You have this personality. You've been sharing with the world for 40 years now. But you have not thought about yourself. In every single possible scenario there was, you have always been selfless. And peeps, yes, there was a point where I kind of turned cold after all the things I went through. 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, a year and a half as well. And I will get to those things in these rants. Because this is just like kind of covering everything that I didn't really rant about all those years. And yeah, I will put that anger out here. It's out of me, but you know what? I'll give you what I had. You gotta realize you've been living for the world. It's a beautiful thing to do. But ultimately, at one point in one's life, you gotta start living for yourself. You gotta say what's right for you. You gotta say, what do you want? What's gonna put a smile on your face? Where are you gonna be where you're always gonna be happy? Who are you gonna be with when you're always gonna be happy? What are you gonna be doing when you're always gonna be happy? You gotta figure these things out. And the simple fact of the matter is, a lot of us don't, but I have. I have. And I've just sat there and not done a damn thing about it. But peeps, that ends now. That ends today. Actually, it ended yesterday, a while ago. My way of life adapted. I've still put out the good vibes and vibrations, good times, do out there what I could do out there. Give a smile while I can. Have a good time. Raise people up. Every opportunity I get, I raise people up. But there was a long point where that selfless part died. It died. It was gone. I could be good to the world, but I wasn't completely selfless. Certain things, no matter what I was doing, I would always make sure to take care of myself. And that is a part of growing. You need to get there. You need to get there. You need to get to that point where you know when and when not to be selfless. You gotta prioritize yourself. Your own happiness is beyond anything else. Because if you ain't happy, you can't make anyone else happy. If you don't love yourself, you ain't gonna be able to love anyone. I very much love myself. I am very much a happy man. But you know what it comes down to, peeps? There's eventually scenarios that you don't expect. People come in your life that you don't expect. and you see characteristics that you stopped doing for a certain amount of years, 2 years, two and a, let's just call it like a year and a half before the lockdown. So it's been like more than 2 years. It's been several years, good several years. It was like six, almost 5, 6 years. That part died. And someone brings it out of you. You find yourself, and it's like, I was doing it for a while. And then there was just like a moment where it was just like blatantly obvious. It was like, yeah, I can get myself a six pack right now. But they wanted a slice of pizza, and they don't want the cheap one. They need the good one. But if I get them that, then I can only get myself 3 cans of beer. And I was like, oh, fucking no. I didn't even think about it. It was like, usually regular me would look at it and just like, I don't know. I didn't think about it. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to get their pizza. They want that one, I'm going to get that one. And then I was just like, oh. And the next day I'm thinking about it. And it's like at the end of the night, I'm drinking and I'm at that third beer. I was like, damn, I could really go for 3 more right now. And I was just like, and the unselfless version of me like, what the fuck, what? And I was just like, oh yeah, no. Nope. Yeah, I had to do that. And seeing that in me, something that's been dead in me for a long time, that selfless side, coming back. There was like a long period where I thought I couldn't love again. Seeing that I could be that again and be selfless again showed me that, damn, maybe you just put yourself out there, you start meeting some new people, start doing some things, getting out there, blah, blah, blah. Maybe get into a job where you're talking to people all the time, meeting new people. The right person's going to come around. And it's just a matter of there was a point where I felt complete, but I wasn't complete. I was complete and content. Because there were so many things I wasn't fulfilling to make myself happy at that point. But now it's just a matter, I know everything I want. It's a matter of taking it. I've waited around for what's to come to me. You know what's come to me in the last few weeks? A girl who tried to get me arrested and a girl who pretended to die. And here's the angry rant for you peeps. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. And these things have happened a while ago. But yeah, a year ago, last year, not this year's New Year's, the previous year, I actually went into that holiday season at the start of December in fear that I potentially may be going to jail if I accidentally go to town center and accidentally run into someone, because I was, the majority of that summer I was spending time with people, and you guys know I was not uploading that summer. And I was with a Pacific person. Definitely the wrong person to be with. And they had my time. I won't lie. They had my time. They had my attention. I kept going back. And that's on me. 100% on me. I take that. And ultimately, I got to a point where I started this new channel. I had to do something with it. So when things kind of went rocky there, and if you guys remember when I had the worst birthday of my life, and to be perfectly honest, I would go into it, but that would be a whole episode of the Rant series. So stay tuned, because you guys will get that fucking worst birthday of my life story. My 39th birthday sucked. But obviously, I'm not one of those people who's going to be putting up with BS for way too long. So I walked away from it and I got back into my content. And by September, I was filming with someone new, doing videos. And this person who I had stopped talking to, had nothing to do with, chose to go to the police and lie to them that I was harassing her, which they found out I wasn't. Found out that she assaulted me. Some of you may have seen that rant about that time I came down and my face was all swelled up. That'll be a whole episode too. Stay tuned for that. And I had cut her off and I was doing videos, and the simple fact of the matter, the person was just like someone I was doing videos with. It wasn't even like a relationship. It was just like I did a casting call. I interviewed multiple people. And then I found someone who was perfect, and I was just like, well, you're perfect in every way. Why wouldn't I do all my videos with you? And then they got mad and they filed a police report. So I went through that entire holiday season into the new year in fear that I potentially may go to jail. Because it's the holiday season, Scarborough Town Center is the closest mall. That's where this person lived. And going there put me at risk when doing my Christmas shopping. And you know, I have a lot of people to buy presents for, and I had so fucking bad anxiety every time I went there. I was going to far places, just do a lot of my shopping, just not to deal with it. And then fortunately, one of the detectives, I forget his name, I wish I could thank you. I actually have your badge number written down somewhere, but I'm not going to say your badge number in the video, but they kind of uncovered some things and realized what was going on and threw everything out. And that was a weight taken off of me. Huge weight taken off of me. And then this person has been parking in front of my house. I was doing a shoot with my co-host and my good friend Therwin, and I was telling her the night before, she just like, I'm just down here playing video games and I'm not paying attention to my phone. Then I take off the VR helmet and I was like, I'm in front of your house, I'm coming. So I ring the doorbell, having no choice but to go outside to their car. And it's someone who I cared a lot for, but they did not appreciate me. They did not give me what I deserved. They did not love me. They treated me like shit. And then when I was done with them treating me like shit, and I went and started to live my life, not even in a relationship, just living my life doing my passion, which is my videos, they tried to have me arrested for that. Makes it very hard to actually trust that person. Hard to want them back in my life. Talking about they want to go on vacation with me. Why? Because I have 20,000 subscribers now. You want to go on vacation with me now? Why? Because I have a VIP vacation package and I get to go on a few trips each year? Sure. Then I had someone else who I legitimately was stuck on for 10 years. Previous person who I talked to after them. And it shows you how dumb I was. Go from what I'm about to talk about to what I just talked about. But yeah. Part of the blame in this I always took on myself. I always took it on myself because I knew when I met her, I wasn't this version of me. I was nowhere close to this version of me. I was very unhappy. I was doing general labor. I was not doing anything creative. There was a whole void there. And when I met her, it was kind of when I started doing YouTube videos, but it was on my brother's channel, it wasn't mine. Then we got to the point well knowing her where I got to my channel. And it was just like, there's been years where I legit was stuck on her for 10 years. She left the province, went to another part of the country like a year and a half, 2 years after we met. So that was the end of our story, but I never moved on. I legitimately did not move on. I was stuck on the entire TBX 420 club, and all of its honesty was a love letter to her. Because throughout most of those videos, I was trying to express to her what I felt. For some reason, a part of me just felt doing these videos, eventually she would see them, blah, blah, blah. Because I didn't even know what the fuck YouTube was until she told me about it. Then I went home and I asked my brother about it, and he's like, yeah, I do videos. And that's my origin story. Like, there's a lot more to it, but that's the core of my origin story. Her talking about her friend's YouTube channel and telling me about it, and then me being like, I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure I can do it. Although, I'm saying that humbly, I was a cocky asshole. I was like, that's nothing. I could beat that. What is YouTube? But yeah, she is my origin. She's what originally brought me to you guys. I probably would have ended up on YouTube because Dr. Clone had started out already. And he definitely would have eventually asked me to help him out on it. But I kept doing those videos, and that entire channel was a love letter to her. But the simple fact of the matter, I needed to lose that. And it took me a while to realize that. Literally took me a while to realize that and let go of that. Because a lot of those videos are great. Some of them were fucking awesome. Really fucking awesome. That's why you guys can watch them when you pay for the channel memberships. That's why some of them will be throwback episodes. But I was doing it for the wrong reason back then. I didn't have an audience at first. I do now. And it's for you guys why I continue to do it. But the simple fact of the matter is, I did keep holding on to her for a whole fucking decade. I did see her again. She did come to visit 3 or 4 years after she left. But that was just very empty. I did not get enough time, just me and her alone. And she came back. A year and a half ago, I flew her out here. Like, we did not hear from each other. When she came back that time, years ago, 6 years ago, I guess it was, 6 or 7 or whatever. No, 6 or 5, I can't remember. But, we talked online for a little bit, and she knew I wasn't completely over her, and I didn't realize she was in a relationship. She had to cut me off. So we didn't talk for half a decade. 5, 6 years. Around the time after where I kind of just like, when I lost the old channel and I started to come to the realization of letting go of the past and everything, that's when I did a mistake before. Then I flew her, I don't know how, but we found each other on Facebook. I'm pretty sure it was probably me adding her, because her original page I was blocked on, but we started talking. And this is after the point where I cut off that very other toxic person. And at the time, I was just very lonely. And really, all it would have taken was the right person saying the right things at that time. I'm kind of grateful to a degree. But we started talking again. And it's like, then we had this video call. And then seeing her face again, and it's like hearing her voice, I kind of just fell back in. So I decided to fly her out. Flew her out for a weekend. Now, at the time of this weekend, I unfortunately, for the first time, got ripped off. Back then, I used to do some like kind of editing stuff for certain people, and it was just like I had this app that I could do filters and stuff, and they didn't pay me on time. I was expecting their payment for the weekend she was coming. I wanted her to come the week before because I knew I had my regular payroll that week, but I was expecting this money. So I kind of went out of my way to buy her some gifts and get some extra stuff for when she came. I got new bed sheets and all this stuff and a few extra pillows. I bought her an anklet and some other things. Thinking I had that money, and then I didn't get it. And just the weekend didn't go as planned, but we made the best of it. We enjoyed it. And she was the one telling me, let's just enjoy it. Then it was just like, the last day was just kind of messed up because she was then buying me stuff, which I did not want. And, but it was what it was. And then the last day, I was showing her some of my videos, and it just kind of led to some awkwardness and some very messed up comments between us. Kind of an argument, if you will. And then the night just weird after. Like, I knew at that point it's the last time I seen her. Just because some of her comments and some of the way things were, I started writing a script. It's actually going to be the next season of Fat Kid Tuesday. Good Brother, Bad Brother. Stay tuned for it. But I started writing the script. It's kind of crazy. It's going to be coming out now. And then when she left, it was just kind of weird. I was making her breakfast in bed the whole time she was here, and just we didn't really talk the next day. Then when she went back, I'm kind of just like torn and still messaging her all this time. Maybe I messaged her too much. Maybe that's what it was. I just kind of was just like, after I got over the argument or the comments said, then it was just like, okay, let's make, and she did not want any part of it. And then she told me she was dying. Said that she'll have her sister message me to confirm that she was dead. Well, the simple fact of the matter is this, peeps. One of the main reasons of flying her out here was to do one of two things. Finally get closure from her, or see if there's any potential. Me keep Messenger was just like giving her the chance, just like, give me that closure. Just give me that fucking closure and let me go. Don't play a fucking game. Don't play the fucking sympathy card fucking bullshit, which he fucking did. We pretended to fucking die. Like, who the fuck fucking does that? That is extremely fucked up. Do you know how the fuck I fucking felt? Do you know how the fuck I fucking felt? There's other things going on in my life. I can't even go on. There's other people in my life who I was kind of considering going forward with them. And I can't even do that. Do you know what happened because I hesitated because of you? Are you gonna fucking tell me you're still alive? You know how much I fucking suffered then? I lost my original fucking channel. I got screwed over essentially thinking I signed a deal and I'm set for life and I'm getting to that next level, and I fucking get kind of screwed out of it. Going to fucking debt. Then have you to come and fucking do that to me. Do you not know what you fucking meant to me? You are my fucking world, even though you were gone. I did not hear from you for 5-6 years, but you were still my fucking world. Why can you not come here and give me fucking closure and let me move on with my fucking life? Why would you hurt me like that? I told you what I went through. I fucking told you. And you're still fucking alive. You're really still fucking alive. You let me suffer. You let me pull out those fucking tribute videos. You let my fans mourn for you. You let my friends, you let my family mourn for you. You couldn't be a mature, real fucking woman. You had to play these childish fucking games. We're not in our fucking 20s anymore. Stay away. Don't come back. You've hurt me too much. You've taken too much from me. Knowing that you're alive, I am happy that you're still alive. I'm happy that you're living life. I just... wish you gave me this closure earlier. Because I now am finally at the point in my life where I can move on. After this last 10 and a half years, I can move on now. I'm over you. I will never look back. I know what I want. I know what I need. And I know what's for me. And it's definitely was never you. I'm grateful for the moments we got to share. But I will never forgive you the moments that I lost that I could have shared with others, if not for your games. I'm gonna go and face life completely different perspective now. This revolution, finding this out is legit. This is the day I found out. This is the day I found out about this. And you know, despite what you may think I would do finding out what you're alive, all you did was push me to someone else. The person that more than you prevented me from getting. So I should thank you. You finally let me move on. A year and a half. Well, shit, technically 9.5 years. Because after that year and a half, I should have moved on all the way there. But you, some reason, couldn't just let me. Well, now I have. You have no place in my life, and you never will again. Fuck you. And I'm not even going to say your name. Just fuck you. I'm going to end it right there, peeps. Before I get overly emotional and start saying things I shouldn't say. But thank you guys for joining me on this random rant series. We are back. I don't know what season to call this because I've been doing this for years. And this was never a regular series. But it is what it is. I'll figure it out when I'm posting it. Be sure to follow me on everything TBX420 Club. Starting off with the channel you're watching us on. Show us some love. Follow us. Hit that subscribe button. Show us some love in the comments. Say something. You guys never say anything. Say something, please. please say something. Give us that thumbs up. What you guys do, hit those channel memberships. And someone give me a tip. Please. Bleeding my heart out for you guys. Let you know all about me. Follow me on Instagram for all my sometimes crazy drunken rants if you get them when they happen there. TBX420 Club. Follow me on Snapchat for my more mature content. TBX420. Follow me on, where else can you guys follow me on? TikTok. Yes, we got TikTok going now, peeps. We're moving on with the times. TBX420 Club. Hit me up on TikTok if you are a gamer. Hit me up on PSN TBX420. I am on PSN, PS5, and I got the VR, and we can play some multiplayer on there. If we find something that you need a party, I got a buddy who just got the VR. Roddy Lander, you guys just saw him in the recent episode of Having a Cold One with Montana and Lady V. Be sure to go and we can all play together, you know. I don't know what games on PSVR 2 that you actually need a party, but I'm sure there is some. But yeah, peeps, and what else could you guys follow me on? I don't know what else there is. I'm not on X. I'm not on anything else right now. There's a Twitch, but no one follows me. Go be the first to follow me, TBX420 on Twitch. Maybe I'll go back and doing some streams on there. I did a few. Peeps, thank you so much. Oh, go follow my peeps. Go follow Dr. Clone, Stu Corp. Go follow Lady V, VV's Wabi Sabi Adventures on YouTube, and Eat Now Diet Later on Instagram. Follow Dr. Clone on Stu Corp Samru on YouTube, and Stu Corp on Instagram. Go follow my buddy Roddy's wrestling belt page, Belts of the North. Go follow Shop Hermana Beauty on Facebook and Instagram. Go follow JJ on Top on TikTok. Let's get him to do more TikToks. All right, peeps. So you know how we usually end these things. Stay good, peeps, and keep it blick.